They were actually a really custom company and a very unique industry. So we became the experts in Odoo, and that's how we grew and became who we are.
Welcome, Jacqueline, to our little conversation.
Thank you.
Tell me all about your business.
Yeah, so SmartIT was, we opened in 2010 in the UK, and we started working with Open ERP, as it was called back in those days, back in 2011.
Yep.
We did an implementation for one client, did a load of research about what to do, and we actually implemented two clients on the older versions of Odoo, version 5 and version 6,
Wow.
before the web client was introduced. I've also been involved with implementations in version 7 and 8, and then we became a partner when Odoo rebranded to Odoo version 9. So SmartIT, we used to be an infrastructure-based company, and then now we work primarily with Odoo. All of our clients are Odoo implementations in several industries. Our head office is in the UK, and we opened the Vancouver office in 2018. So we were able to integrate well in Vancouver. With our previous relationship with Odoo, we came straight over, became a partner. And we've been growing ever since.
Nice. That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
What about Odoo made you choose, the Odoo Partner Program?
So the partner program is really good because we get some good visibility, and we have a really good relationship with our partner managers. So we get to meet a lot of different clients. We've seen the evolution of Odoo throughout the history of our business as well. So it's been a great partnership over the years, and it's something that we want to keep doing. And that's why we joined, and we've now opened in a couple of different countries now too.
So how did SmartIT get to where it is today?
So how we got to where we are today, it was essentially that first client that we implemented on Open ERP. It was almost an accidental situation where they were looking for something to improve their sales process. They were using Excel spreadsheets. They were using Microsoft. Their sales team were arguing over who was meant to get the commission for all the deals. So we did some research. They were actually a really custom company and a very unique industry. So we were looking for a platform because there wasn't a platform for their industry. So we were looking for something that was customizable. And that's what we liked about Odoo, was that we could do so much with it, and it was so powerful. And that's how we grew and became who we are. We became the experts in Odoo. And like I said, I've done implementations in version 5, 6, and all the way up to 17, and soon to be 18 as well. So we've grown with Odoo.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Music to our ears.
Yeah.
Are there any specific industries that SmartIT works with or has more experience with?
Yeah. So we've got a lot of experience in the manufacturing area. So we've got several clients in different manufacturing industries, though, but people who do manufacturing, distribution, we've got a lot of clients in that area, and it is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
From a personal standpoint, though, excuse me, when I was in the UK office, we had several clients who were energy brokers. Super unique industry, very customized version of Odoo, and I've got a real soft spot for that industry. Like I know energy so well, and I'd love to release it in North America. Our platform, it's fully built on Odoo, but it's completely customized. It's gone so far as that we've got an API that talks to Odoo that brings in all meter data for businesses in the UK for the last 12 months.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's really, really cool, and it's so powerful. And it started off being a platform for energy, but then we expanded to use the other Odoo modules. So they now use accounting. They now use the HR. We added a biometrics system for clocking in for HR, where they use their eyes and
That's
they look into the system. It's really, really neat. So personally, I love energy, and I want to release it for the energy broking industry in North America. But the bread and butter of the business is we know Odoo so well, and we can make it work for any industry. We do have a lot of manufacturers too.
Yeah. That's a very good, easy way to get people on board.
Totally.
So tell me about your the Odoo knowledge and the learning curve.
The learning curve. Yeah. So having worked with Odoo for a long time. The learning curve was so steep back in the day. It wasn't well documented. So the consultants, and really there was, only 2 consultants and 4 developers in the business back then. And we had to dig and dig and dig and work stuff out and, become like true experts. And now there's obviously all the Odoo documentation that exists in the world. And there's a lot of companies who are putting stuff out there. But we've, we want to nurture our own talent, and we've built the SmartIT Odoo Academy.
Nice. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah. So the academy is really neat. We go through every single module in depth, talking about what knock-on effect each tick box in the configuration has. And we initially built the academy to nurture our staff. And then we discovered, hold on, clients can get a lot of benefit from this, because clients are going to have a super user. Not every client does. Sometimes they're small and they want us to be everything for them. And sometimes they've got a team who will be their super users and want to look after their own Odoo once they're initially implemented. And this is so good for them. And they can onboard their own team using our academy. So when they have somebody new start, they can log into the SmartIT Academy on the SmartIT website portal, and line managers can check what modules people have done, how they did in the quiz. We write quizzes and things like that as well within the academy. So that really brings people on to be strong consultants in Odoo.
That's
We've
fantastic.
introduced a program that we call the PACE program, which is where we can take people straight out of university or straight out of school and give them a career path to becoming an ERP consultant. So they'd start off on the help desk. They'd use our Odoo Academy to learn how to use Odoo. Then we develop them into learning how to do designs for, customizations. And then they become a junior consultant with a mentor who's one of our existing consultants. And over 5 years or 3 years, depends how fast they go, we can move them up from being a help desk analyst all the way up to being a strong functional consultant, and having done the Odoo consultant exam as well.
That's wonderful. So holding your hand and, along the journey.
Yeah, and it's a real
expert.
career path as well, which
Very
is nice
cool.
for people to have goals.
So out of all the different implementations you've had, have there been any that have sort of stood out, either in terms of complexity or uniqueness, or just any challenges or anything?
Yeah, so we actually had a really fun situation in the Vancouver office a few years ago where we had 2 implementations ongoing at a similar time, completely different industries. One is manufacturing in the recyclable industry, and another one was printing industry, and they all had some complex things that they did. And we realized that both companies, despite being in different industries, were using Odoo in exactly the same way.
That's awesome.
And it was wild. And we just kind of realized if we work these projects kind of together and use some of the stuff we found out, we can configure it perfectly for both of them identically.
Wow.
And it blew our minds. It was the coolest thing to see, considering the industries were so drastically different.
Has that happened again when you realized, this format or
never
flow?
perfectly in tandem
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, that does sound like a
Never
magical
perfectly
moment.
in tandem. But yeah, definitely we see it a lot, and it's always really surprising. And sometimes, when you're talking to a client, it's we have come across this situation before, but the client's selling something completely different, and the client is really? And it's yeah, look at this. And then we understand what they're trying to achieve because of, our previous experience with other clients. And that's the really cool thing about having several clients come through, our project process, is that we get to understand things so easily. And we make such a point of getting to know our clients. We consider them a partnership. We want to know them so well that we can do their job for them. And, someone calls in sick, we can do it. And so that's the cool thing, is being able to kind of reference previous projects, with the more experience that you get.
Yep. Every client, just more things in your playbook that you can refer to.
Totally.
Yep.
Yeah,
Does SmartIT use Odoo?
we do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
We
Yep.
do. We use it for absolutely everything from lead generation, opportunity, quotations, sale orders. Our project management tool and help desk are in Odoo. All of our clients are given access to the portal, so they can track their tickets. They can track their projects, invoicing. It's all in Odoo. And we're using Odoo in a multi-company environment as well. So our head office in the UK is in Odoo, and the Canadian office is in Odoo as well. So we're
really using everything Odoo has to offer.
We're using everything. I mean, we're not an inventory business, so we don't actually use inventory, my favorite app. But yeah, we're using purchasing because we sell stuff between our two businesses. Like we collaborate so closely. So the UK staff will be working on Canadian projects. Canadians will be working on UK projects because we've got experience all over the place.
Yeah, you have to help each other out.
Yeah, that's it. So the multi-company thing, we figured that out. Yeah. So that's really, we use Odoo for everything.
Oh, this is such a great chat. And it was so wonderful getting to know you, Jacqueline, and hear all about SmartIT and how great you guys are doing. And thank you for being Odoo rock stars.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.